Hi, Mark here from LoganFiles.com. Today we're going to be discussing Wolverine Origins number 35. This book starts off where we left off. Wolverine and Daken are face to face. They're both trying to get the Maramesa blade, and it shows that they have a little face-off. All of a sudden, Colossus bursts out of the ground and causes Daken to fall. Shortly after that, Nightcrawler starts teleporting all around Daken. Daken can't quite swipe him with the sword. After that, Cannonball tackles him, which causes Daken to drop the Maramesa blade. Wolverine tells Cannonball that to let him go. Cannonball asks why. Daken unleashes his claws. Cannonball realizes why, drops Daken. Cyclops runs over to the Maramesa blade to grab it. Daken gets there before him, gets the sword, goes to cut off Cyclops' head for probably the third or fourth time, and Wolverine can't get to him in time. This might be the end of Cyclops, but no. Little Armor runs over, turns on her armor, jumps near him, and all of a sudden a huge explosion emits from her body. So that's a bit of a surprise. Armor can armor herself, but also apparently she can do some huge like psychic armor mind blasts that it's like a concussion blast, which knocks people out, which was pretty cool. Wolverine wakes up first from the concussion blast. He staggers over to the sword, grabs the sword, and then passes out again. Wolverine wakes up a little bit later and realizes that Daken has waken up. He broke the sword and taken the tip with him. Cyclops starts to wake up, the X-Men start to wake up, they all start to leave in the X-Wing, and Cyclops tells Wolverine that he has to realize that his son is beyond saving. With Daken missing and no way to find him, Wolverine contacts Nick Fury to track down who would be able to process this metal into Daken. And so Nick Fury tells him there's a couple possible people, but pretty much gets it down to a single person. Wolverine begins to track that person and follow him around. Wolverine follows this scientist, Phineas Mason, who they're calling the Tinkerer, into a bathroom. But when Wolverine enters the bathroom, he realizes that the Tinkerer isn't there, and there's actually somebody else there. Wolverine unleashes his claws and attacks the guy in the stall. The stall explodes, and Fist comes out and punches Wolverine down to the ground. Nick Fury then tells Wolverine that he's about to fight Bernice's missing son, Victor Hudson. Meanwhile, the Tinkerer meets up with Daken down a subway tunnel where they talk about processing exotic metals and weapon development. And when the Tinkerer decides to do the job, a subway train pulls up and picks them up, and off they go. That is where the book ends. The story is quite good. It's interesting. Victor showing up is kind of interesting, although he looks like a deformed brute. So we'll see what happens with that fight. As far as the Daken taking the Maramesa blade, that was kind of weird. If Daken woke up before the others and managed to break the blade in half, I would imagine he would have chopped some heads off before he left. But oh well, he didn't take advantage of the situation. I have no idea why he wouldn't have killed some of the X-Men and Wolverine. And I don't understand why he didn't take the whole sword. He just took a piece of it. So kind of interesting there. There's not very much metal, so he can't be getting his whole body, his bones coated in it. He might be just trying to get his claws coated in it. So we'll see what happens. Like always, post your comments and questions below, and we'll see you next issue.